professor in strategic management and studies. He also studies the long-term success of corporations. Christian Stadler, thanks so much for joining us here on the program. So how has Tesla done this, or Elon Musk done this, and will it last?
Well, first of all, I think even Elon Musk himself is surprised. He announced when the share price was touching 750 instead of, now just being about 1,100. So at the time, he said, the share price is actually valued too high. In other words, he didn't expect that himself. Will it live up to the expectations? I'm reluctant to make any predictions at this point in time. Even a year ago, when it was around 200, the share price, I felt this is rather optimistic. So, let's wait and see would be my answer.
And what does this mean and signal for the electric vehicle market? And because there are so many other car companies that are making electric cars as well, not just Tesla, of course.
So investors seem to calculate that Tesla is really going to able to dominate that market, A, and B, that the electric vehicle market will expand dramatically compared to petrol cars. A signal that I think resulted in the last push was the decisions by many governments to boost e-vehicle sales through subsidies in order to get car sales up after the coronavirus, which they did not do in most cases with petrol engines. So that, I guess, was one signal that the market really thought is sending the electrical vehicle market into a new space.
And Christian, as a professor in strategic management, when you look at him as Elon Musk, as a CEO, he has his fingers in many pies. SpaceX, he's also launched, of course, we all know, the one we use, PayPal. And he's also got himself into hot water with some controversial tweets. How does he lead so well?
Well, you always have, I'll be careful about this, yeah? There's always these moments when the stock market falls in love with particular CEOs because they think they can do no wrong. But that not always lasts. So sometimes the greatest rise will also result to the greatest fall. Not too long ago, Jeff Immelt in GE was celebrated by the markets only to fall very hard. In the oil industry in the late 1990s, Sir John Brown was celebrated and the company did not do so well in subsequent years. So, whether this works out is best to judge in future. My work on long-term success also suggests that relying too much on a charismatic leader can have unintended consequences because eventually that leader will leave and the transition can be a difficult one to the person who succeeds.
Christian Stadler, fascinating to speak to you. Thanks so much for your time and analysis here on TRT World.